Hello everyone, welcome to continue watching Dynasties. Today, we will take you behind the rise and fall of the Xia. Explore its profound impact on later dynasties and ancient Chinese social governance models, from Daiyu's flood control to the fall of Xia dynasty to the rise of the Shang dynasty. All of these are not just political changes, but also showed us the wisdom and ethics of governance. The establishment and fall of the Xia dynasty is a legendary history. It also reflects the ancient people's continuous exploration of political ethics and governance models. The story controlling floods is still called a classic, although it is mythical. But the wisdom it contains can still provide us with profound inspiration. The process of Daiyu, controlling the flood, was not just a heroic feat, but also symbolized water control as a way to govern the country. Showing the ancient people's profound understanding of nature and social order, did not choose to directly confront the water source, but took a strategy of diverting the water flow. This method and thinking were not limited to flood control, but also reflects the wisdom of governing a country, the idea of governing by virtue and the rule of law. However, despite Daiyu's success in flood control, the decline of the Xia dynasty reminds us merely relying on strength and wisdom is not enough. One of the most representative lessons in history is the corruption of tyranny. Xiaji's tyranny revealed that governing a country, but also rely on morality and wisdom. Xiaji's tyranny and injustice made the people lose trust, directly led to the demise of the Xia dynasty. If the rulers cannot keep the fundamental virtue, the regime is doomed to decline. Although the Xia dynasty didn't last long, its rise and fall directly influenced later dynasties, especially the establishment and political ideas of the Zhou dynasty. The concept of destiny and water control not only became the core concept of ancient Chinese governance, but also laid the ethical and political structure of later society. The core of the idea of destiny lies in the governance of the state, not only relied on secular power, closely linked to the will of heaven and gods. The establishment and fall of the Xia dynasty were the embodiment of the idea of destiny. Daiyu was considered the destiny of the state. His success in managing the flood was seen as divine guidance, and thus gained the support and respect of the people. But under Xiaji's tyranny, the loss of destiny became the fundamental reason for its demise. The mandate was gone. The regime also collapsed. This political ideology of the Xia dynasty had a profound impact on the later Zhou dynasty. The founder of the Zhou dynasty rose to power. He not only overthrew the tyrant and strictly ruled and advocated virtue, which is similar to Daiyu's flood control ideology, which are important concepts that must be considered in governance. After Tang overthrew Xiaji and succeeded destiny as the core of political legitimacy, successfully integrated this theory into the Zhou's rule, eventually influencing the political succession and cultural development of China for thousands of years. Although the rise and fall of the Xia dynasty is full of myths and legends, its story has deeply influenced later Chinese history, from Daiyu's flood control to Xiaji's tyranny to the rise of the Shang dynasty. These historical events provide us with profound lessons about governance, power and morality, destiny and politics. We can see that governing a country not only relies on power, but also the support of wisdom and virtue. Only by understanding the people can we win the hearts to achieve long-term stability. The idea of destiny and water control was not limited to Xia dynasty, but also became the foundation of later dynasties' governance. In the later dynasty, this ideology was continuously inherited and developed, became the core of ancient Chinese political system and culture. The decline of the Xia dynasty taught us an important lesson that governing a country is not a matter of overnight, but requires the joint effect of wisdom, morality, and destiny. Today, we review the history of Xia dynasty. We see a story full of blood and tears. It is not just the rise and fall of a dynasty, but also a valuable legacy of ancient Chinese governance concepts, moral concepts, and political wisdom. The story of the Xia dynasty, but it deeply influenced the later historical trend, laying the foundation. Cultural, okay? That's all for today's episode of Dynasties. If you have any thoughts or questions about Xia dynasty, please leave a comment. We will continue to explore the wonderful moments in history.